Hi, we're Damnedest Desert Air.
You're watching Lindsay Klein's Homegrown Spotlight.
What's up? My name is Lindsay Klein. This is the WDHA Homegrown Spotlight. I am with Machine Elves. It is so good to finally meet you guys. We have like a million friends in common. I saw it online. No, I'm just kidding. I just know in the real world that we do. So it's nice to finally meet you guys. Have heard amazing things. You do all kinds of gigs. Broadway, musical. What was that about? By the way, will tell them what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I currently perform in Rock of Ages on Broadway.
Oh, wait, you do?
Yeah, I play Stacey Jacks in Rock of
I
Ages
didn't
on
know
Broadway.
that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My friend is a dancer in Vegas for Rock of Ages.
Oh, no way.
She's like the head dancer.
I think I've met her.
Her name is Amy.
I think I've met her.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, back on. I didn't know that. I mean, I knew that you guys did with Tim but I didn't actually know that you were on.
Oh, yeah, that's
the
what
show
me and
too.
Tim got together when we did the Hate the Hate, and we decided to like pull some of the people from the Rock of Ages together with some people from like the downtown rock scene and like do this whole benefit thing. So it was kind of like a little thing that him and I put together.
So you're all about the rock, whether it be La or the band. You're a singer.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So how did you meet Machine Elves?
Tommy, go ahead and give the backstory.
Me and Frank put the band together in, I'd say 2009, early summer, and then we got our lead guitar player Lou, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight. Then we found this guy on Craigslist.
I was going to say
He
that as a
answered
joke.
a Craigslist ad. Yeah, I know.
I have found some great apartments.
Yes, we went through hundreds of people before we finally found him, and then Howie, our bass player, was the missing link, and I think that we finally got Howie. I think like November of '09, and that's when we really,
So I'm going to do the math. You guys have been a band for about 4 years.
Yeah, about 4 years.
Awesome. And where'd you come up, or did you guys come up with Machine Elves? How did that...
Machine Elves started off as we have a song called Machine Elves, and when we were writing a song,
I've played it.
and when we went to play the celebrity, I wrote that, and the guys were kind of like, "Hey, that's a great name," and everything like that. I'm kind of a Terrence McKenna freak, and like he does all the studies with like dimethyltryptamine and everything like that. He has this little story where he talks about machine elves, and I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. So I wrote a song based on his little story.
Okay.
And when I wrote that, some of the guys were like, hey, that's kind of us. We're kind of quirky. We're kind of industrial. Like, we're kind of hard, but we're kind of quirky. So it's like machine elves is perfect for us. So.
All right. Awesome. Yeah. So you were just saying, good segue here, that you wrote that song. When you guys do write your music, is it one of you comes in with an idea, or is it a group thing? If you know who's answering, it's like you practiced.
Yeah, basically. It's kind of a collective. We usually will start with an idea, a riff, or Joey will come in with an idea of a concept. He'll be like, I want to write this song really sexual or quirky or whatever. Sometimes he'll give us a lyric, or sometimes we'll just jam on an idea, and it kind of just steamrolls from there. We throw the creative ball around a lot, and we're open to trying a lot of ideas most of the time.
Okay.
As most of the time as rock bands like us can, we try not to let egos get in the way, and we try to really collectively write. So.
You are quirky, and I love it, because I'm
good.
am quirky.
Well,
look at he's dancing for me. Broadway is on film.
I mean, individually we're all really eccentric in our own ways. Not even musically, just
as people.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Me too. I speak your language.
Yeah. So,
So what do you guys get categorized as? Are there any bands you've ever been compared to? Because I would not be able to think of one, which is good.
Yeah,
and rare.
That's we have the same problem with that. Like, a lot of people have asked us, like, who do you sound like? Well, what would you compare it to? And like, all five of us have just racked our brains, and it's like, it's not really a bad thing that we can't think of any one band that we sound like, which is nice because we all come from like ridiculously different musical backgrounds. So I guess when you put Motley Crue and
and Broadway,
when you put that together, like, something comes out that I guess you can't really describe. So.
Okay, so if you had to write maybe on your Facebook page what kind of music you are, what would you say?
I say we call it party rock. It's kind of like, like New York, like Brooklyn party rock. I guess
Okay.
it's kind of like a Brooklyn hard rock, but it's also party rock. So it's like, I guess that's kind of gearing ourselves into. I think, we got our sound, but we always try to change everything up within that sound. So it's always
Cool.
been like, so we even try to trick ourselves a little bit to try to make ourselves not sound so much like, oh, that's that band, So we
Yeah,
always like
you're
to
doing a
change up
great
the
job.
songs.
Definitely doing a great job. Now, are you a trained singer actor?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
I went to the whole performance art school thing, and did that whole thing, and
Awesome.
yeah, I was on the road. I was touring, doing a lot of different things. Like I was in Vegas doing. I did a show in Vegas called "We Will Rock You" for Queen, and I was doing that for a while. And that's kind of what got my bug going for bands and stuff like that. So then I went and hunted these guys down, and
I need to see you live. I mean, acoustic is amazing, but I bet it's just a great. I've only heard amazing things, so I will definitely make a point to get out. A weekend show, yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure that you perform amazingly.
yeah, fun to see us on our feet.
Plugged in. So where do you guys gig mostly? And where would you like to gig? Would you like to go on the road? Have you gone on the road?
Well, we're going to try to go on the road this summer a little bit. We gig a lot in Manhattan, some Jersey, locally right now. I mean, we went to California in August to play a festival. That was a lot of fun. We've been a little down the Northeast, Connecticut, so on and so forth. The album has been out, not that long. It's not that old, so we're really trying to break into new areas. Yeah,
Okay.
into new areas and get down.
Did you guys produce that, or did you have somebody do it?
Yeah,
Nice.
we produced it with a guy named Rob Carpenter. Yeah.
Okay. All kinds of talent in this room. I love it. Are you do it yourself, or do you have a manager?
Right now we're do it ourselves. We'd like to get one.
He's very polite too. No, you do it all.
All right, I do
he
it all.
emails
I'm only
You're
kidding. I
like
do.
you get notifications on your phone. You have
get
to.
notifications
You write
on-
me back like
Right
no
away.
wonder your pet peeve is not writing back because
Yes.
you write me back like I haven't even.
I get
swallowed
notified. Yeah, anyone of importance is I get notified to my phone, and anything band related I try to answer right away. And so for right now, I
very
guess I
professional.
handle. Yeah, I guess I
I
handle
felt
the management.
unprofessional with how professional he is.
You'll have an answer before you're done sending the message half the time with this guy.
So is this a steady lineup? This has been the lineup for 4 years. You guys, you gonna aim to
Yes, this
keep
has
it
been.
together?
This has been the lineup. Obviously we're missing Lou tonight, but yeah, I mean, I've been in other bands before, and I gotta say that this is probably the first band that I've been in where I just feel the five of us are, we just gel so well together, and it just works so well. I couldn't see us, sounding the same or having the same chemistry with anybody else in the band.
Collective Soul talks about that gelling.
It's very important.
It is important, like any relationship. A band with 5 people, that's like a family. It is a family. So awesome. So you guys are going to stay together, maybe go back on the road. You said those
Yes.
are some
most definitely.
current
Yes.
goals. Cool. Well, plug yourselves. Where can every DHA listener find your music?
Well, for the time being, we're on Facebook, we're on Spotify, we're on iTunes, Amazon, MP3, Xbox Music. Yeah, actually,
Oh.
recently Xbox Music, Sony Unlimited.
WDHA.
Yeah. Compact disc, if you could find one. CD Baby, if you would like one.
Cool.
And just so you know, the album is called Machine Elves Fancy Suits and Cigarettes. The full name of the album. There you go.
Yes, it's important. It's important. You're going to make more albums?
We actually,
This
yeah,
is-
we probably have about half of one written already. So,
We're hopefully going into pre-production, somewhere in the near future, because we have tons of new material that we're being really, really critical of. So, which I'm beating up on a lot of it. So, yeah. But
Awesome.
whatever.
Well, I ask every band when they come in, last question, to give a piece of advice, something you guys have learned in this 4 years or more, because you've been in other projects, for obviously on the local original scene, piece of advice for a band just starting off.
If you don't like each other, just quit right now. That's really like the main thing I could say. You really have to get along, and you have to be open to other people, because you're never going to have it 100% your way, and it is a democracy, so you will get outvoted. There's no, doubt about that.
My biggest piece of advice would be for a local band is you got to support the local scene. You have to be out there. You got to support other bands. You know what I mean? You got to, you just got to be out there, be a presence, and you want the support back. You got to definitely support the other bands, and local unsigned music in the metropolitan area it's up and coming. I think anyway.
And I would say also don't go out there expecting to play good music and be discovered, because it doesn't really happen like that. Best thing to do is just make yourself the most self-sufficient business of a band that's already selling its CDs, it's already getting its audience and getting its crowds, and then you'll get more notice. But until you're doing that, I mean, the chances are you're not going to be seen around the area. You got to really do a lot of the work yourself. It's a self business. It really is its own personal business.
Market yourself.
Yeah,
exactly.
You're selling a product, and so
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, respect. Wait, respect the
Mushy Elves. Thank you guys so much. It was great to meet you. Thanks so much.